Hi. So I was in the shower the other day and I started to think of ideas of how to incorporate barbering into videos instead of it being challenges or something like a forfeit. I wanted something more professional, something more inspiring. I started to think of what do I normally do? I cut people's hair and I ask them questions sometimes. And then it clicked. Why not just interview somebody while I'm cutting their hair? Seems easy enough. So I had the privilege of sitting down with Moodyvisualz. So without any further ado, this is me interviewing Moodyvisualz. Long time no see, no?
Yeah, it's been a while. Okay, so my name is Mahmoud, but many of you know me as Moodyvisualz. I'm I'd say creative director, because I dabble in all the different kinds of creative work, such as photos, videos, music production, all of that. So yeah, that's who I am.
And you know why you're here today, no?
To get a haircut.
Moody's here, he blessed us with his presence in his tight schedule. We're here to talk about him and only him. So sit back, relax, get some biscuits. We're going to learn how Moody became Moody. What are we doing with your hair?
Zero fade on the side, trim on top.
How sure do you want to go? You're still wearing your hair that way?
Yeah, I'm still wearing my hair this way. So yeah, I'd say a little bit more than that. Yeah, I'd say about that much.
Are you still brushing it this way?
Yeah.
Okay, man. So, Uncle Moody, how did this whole journey start? You started with film first, isn't it? Or
I started with photos.
How did you start with that? How did you get into that?
So I found an old camera of my dad's at home.
Okay.
And this was like grade 7 going into grade 8. And I wasn't like sure like on what kind of hobby I wanted to go for. And I was like picking up the camera, seeing what works, what doesn't work. And I started with photos and
Zero, no?
yeah.
Yeah.
Started with photos and I started going for like Photoshop edits. And I enjoyed it for the time being. But then I started slowly doing videos, just seeing like what I can do with videos. And that's when I realized like videos is where I want to be and what I want to do, because like there's so much creative freedom in it compared to photos. So I started with video on this old camera that could only literally like shoot in like 480p or 720p. And I was like, you know what, this is like a challenge for myself to see how I can make it work with this camera. And yeah, I just kept at it. I kept going around filming random things, went out with friends, filmed it. And yeah, I just shot everything. And that's how I then got my next camera, which was a Canon 80D. And ever since then, like I probably shot every single thing that I could. Because I enjoyed it so much. Like there was so much I could do in post, so much I could do with filming, different techniques. And yeah, that's how I fell in love with the art of filmmaking.
After what period of time did you say like, okay, nah, I think I can start charging people for this. I can start attracting clients. I can start getting clients. When did you know that? When were you happy with your work at that point that you could take on clients? Yeah?
Okay, so first of all, I'm never happy with my work. Going back, like no matter when I shot the videos, or even if it is last year or last week, I don't think I'll ever be happy with the work, because I always like want to level myself up and create better content. So, but yeah, when I was 14, grade 8, grade 9, I started shooting like videos for free. So I used to DM brands, used to DM like influencers and stuff, and just offer them free videos, free photos, just to like see if I can get like my page running and getting some experience. And that's when I realized like, okay, wait, I'm gonna do a giveaway, because with a giveaway I can basically say like the way to enter is just to follow me. And I did like I think 3 giveaways, and that's how like I gained my first like 2,000-3,000 followers. And then from there I was like, okay, there's clearly a demand for this. I've gotten some experience under the belt, so now I'm gonna see if I can like charge clients, like even if it's like a 200 rand or 300 rand. I'm just gonna see if I can get that money, because bear in mind like I was still young, and most people those days don't really want to pay a youngster for work. Like so it was quite hard in the beginning, I'll be honest. But yeah, then I started getting clients, started charging maybe $200, $500, and then as the time went on, I met up with someone named Z Photo. So I met up with Z Photo, and we basically sat down, and he said like he's looking to have a videographer on board for like the weddings. So I said, okay, cool. Look, it's a way for me to get experience, but also like to just earn some money so I can reinvest that into gear. So I started doing wedding videos with him. I probably did like, I worked with him for 1 year. And in that 1 year, I think we did maybe like 20 to 30 weddings, if not more, in that 1 year.
Yeah.
And that's where I gained like the most experience with regards to understanding how the camera works, camera settings, those kind of things. And then I saved up all that money and I reinvested it and bought myself a camera and some lenses and a gimbal and those kind of things. And yeah, that's when I realized like, look, weddings for me was more of like a stepping stone as a way to like just get some capital going. And then I realized like, look, it's not that fun because you can't be too creative with it. It's like kind of the same thing. It's like a morning, afternoon, evening kind of thing. So that's when I was like, okay, I'm going to step away from that. I'm going to now try and branch out and see if I can work on like some ads and commercials for clients, shoot like some fun content and maybe like dabble in some music videos. And then I did that for like, I'd say 2019, and then beginning of 2020 was when I landed like my first like big-ish clients. I landed a gig with Max Huddle to shoot for Ultra. I landed a video to shoot for Shekinah. I landed Youngster CPT. So like beginning of 2020 was like when things started taking off. And then COVID hit, and then it was like just completely dead again. It was like quiet. And it's actually worked out because COVID was there. I was in matric. So to manage COVID, work, and matric, it would have been a lot. So it actually kind of worked out. But then, yeah, once the restrictions got taken off, I did one music video for Youngster, and then from one it went to 2 to 3. And I think now, looking back, I think I maybe did about 15 music videos for him over the past 2-3 years. And yeah, once people started seeing I doing work for Youngster CPT, I was doing for Nadia Jaff, I was doing for Shekinah, I was doing for like a couple of the big artists and influencers, and then everything from there just kind of snowball effect. So yeah, that's how I landed like my first big clients, and how I basically got into it.
I was going to ask you about the Youngster thing. I didn't know. So timeline, was the Alto thing the first thing before you got with Youngster?
So there's a producer named Amin Aaron.
Yeah.
Basically, as I was coming up, I spent so much time with Amin. Like, he taught me a lot about the industry. He introduced me to a lot of people, and one of those people that he introduced me to was Youngster. And Amin basically had a song with Youngster and Nadia, and Amin was like, look, I want to give you a chance. I want you to direct this video. It was like a full-blown production. There was a whole big production team, lighting team. There was a director of photography, everything. It was like quite big. And for me, that was like the biggest project at the time I was working on. And I think I was 17. And yeah, that's how I met Youngster, and I met his manager, and I met all of them. And everyone was like, this is like a new kid kind of thing on the block. And everyone was like, let's see what he can do. And yeah, we did the music video. Everyone was super happy with the outcome. And then Youngster's manager actually reached out to me and said like, yeah, he wants to do one music video. And then we can see from there like if we're going to work more in the future and stuff. And I remember we did one. And then we did the second one, which is actually the most viewed one that we did, which is 1,000 Mistakes, which is on over 1 million views at this moment.
You have a video that's over 1 million views.
My first milli, yeah. Yeah, that was the video that did the milli. But then, yeah, after we did 1 or 2 with Youngster, it's like, he then started to contact me. He said, yeah, he's featured on a song, and the artist is coming to Cape Town. He wants me to do the video. So I started doing 4 videos where he's featured in, and also his music videos. And everyone just started seeing me from there, like Lockenville. I started working with them as well. And there was like a few small up-and-coming artists that I worked with as well. And yeah, that's basically how I got the Youngster gig. And then it turned into like shooting after movies for him, shooting like his social media content and those kind of things.
When you started becoming more known in the scene, you were what, 17, 16?
But yeah, I'd say 17, 18 was when I like landed like my first big clients.
The A&R music video, you're the guy in charge, 17-year-old. What's the mental process for you, or what was the mental process?
No, look, it was very tough in the beginning because everyone's overlooking the Youngster. Like, no one's really thinking we should listen to him. Everyone's like, no, we know better. We've been in the industry longer. We have more experience. We're older than him. So look, it was hard. But the main thing was I trusted myself and I trusted my skills to the point where the people around me saw that and they also started trusting me. So like the first few shots of the day, maybe like I was a bit nervous, I was a bit quiet, like I'd just say do this, do that, I wouldn't like let it take charge. But after people started seeing the shots and they started seeing that I know what I'm doing and I trust myself enough to like guide a team, then that's when the people started realizing, no, let's give him the ball, let's see what he does with it. And yeah, that's basically how it was. But it was nice to be surrounded by people like Amin, Youngster, Nadia, who weren't overlooking me. They actually saw the potential and they saw like, look, he knows what he's doing. He might be a bit like young and inexperienced, but like he clearly has an idea and he knows where he wants to be and what he wants to do. And they also like supported me on the day and they supported me like throughout like just growing up and getting into like the scene officially, because yeah, being the youngster in the scene, it's quite tough. No one wants to listen to you, no one wants to pay you also. So it is more just a matter of like trusting myself, showing that I know what I can do, um, and basically proving myself to others, but in the same time also proving myself to myself.
Where do you get that mental fortitude?
That came from my like desperation and desire to actually make it and to do this. That like desire is actually what created that mental fortitude. Because I'll be honest, there was some tough clients that I thought like I was having like second thoughts about even doing videos and doing what I'm doing. But it's those clients that actually help me the most with my mental to like help me push through it and realize like, look, this is what I want to do and I'm gonna do it. I'm not gonna take any like slack from anyone. This is what I'm good at, and this is what I want to be doing. So yeah, I just put my head down and I grinded it through and got through it all.
So 2024, Moodyvisualz is very much established. What are your plans for the next, I'd say, 3-5 years?
For me, it's been like a mind shift. My main thing now is I want to enjoy what I do. Like not getting sucked into like the huge clients who want things their way kind of thing, because I think I'm at the point where like obviously like those who work in the industry, they obviously want to get a good payday, but I'm at the point where like I want that, but I also want to have the freedom and like enjoy what I do. Like I want to have complete creative freedom. So like for what I've been doing recently, it's like more of what do I want to do? What do I want to shoot? What am I going to find fun?
Passion projects.
Exactly. What is going to spark that flame that I initially had in the beginning? Because doing like the corporate work over and over and over again, eventually like you slowly lose it, which is what happened to me. Like
100%, yeah.
I slowly lost like the desire and the passion for it. But that's when I realized, look, I'm going to step back. What was I doing back then that I'm not doing now? Then I realized like I'm not doing passion projects. I'm not doing things for myself. I'm not doing things where I can like try all these different angles, all these different camera equipment and those kind of things. And that's when I was like, let me just take a step back, really look what I'm doing. And that's when I like realized I'm gonna do what I want to do. I'm gonna have fun with the content. I'm gonna put out good content, but at the same time, like I'm also gonna try and help brands like with videos for them and help artists and stuff. But at the same time, like a mix of both, doing it for myself but doing it for them also. So I think that balance is where like my passion and my fire for and fuel for the videography lies. So that's where I'm at right now. Where I want to be, I just want to have fun. I'll be honest. That's like the main thing for me.
So the last time I saw you was when you shot for Ubuntu, that cameras. How'd you get in touch with him?
Yeah, I was like, I want to work on passion projects again, as mentioned. And I had this like idea of shooting like something lifestyle, showcasing, because like recently I've been playing paddle a lot, and I wanted like, you know, just make a video somehow including that. Also like including like some activities in the form of like in the video was the go-karting, like the football on the beach with the friends, those kind of things. So I was like, I know I want to do a lifestyle video, but now I want to incorporate a brand or a product. And that's when I was like doing research. I was looking around, seeing like what are the options and stuff, and then I stumbled across Ubuntu, and I actually quite like the product a lot. It's basically like a film camera, but it's not disposable. So after you use it, you don't throw it away like the Kodaks. You basically just replace the roll of film. And then like compared to other film cameras, it's a lot cheaper and it's point and shoot. So I saw that and I was like, this is cool. Let's see what we can do. So I DM'd them and I basically approached them. I told them like, look, this is essentially what I want to film. Are you guys keen on getting in on this and stuff? And they said yeah. And then they sent me the camera. And then I basically shot the video. Got a few of my friends for paddle. Got a few friends for the beach, and then a few friends for go-karting. And that's essentially how that video came to life and came together. But yeah, it was so much fun. That for me was like the most fun I've had doing a video in a while. And yeah, I want to definitely film more videos like that in the future. Hopefully with you in again as well.
Just getting a random call from Moody. It's like, look here, can you be in a video? Yes.
No. It was more like, look here, can you meet me at Blauberg Beach at this time? I need you for a video.
Yes.
And it's like, okay, cool, I'm already this side then.
The fact that everybody was there, was so nice.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying like, you're spending time with friends, but at the same time I'm also filming, so it's like, it's both fun. But now, I want to flip the script onto you. I want to know, why are you filming this? Why do you have a YouTube channel? Why are you creating this content? And like, what's your goal, or what you want to do with this? And like, where do you see yourself in the future? Because how is this shaping Jackblends for the future?
So initially, when I started Jackblends, I started it because I didn't want to be in front of a camera. I wanted to step away from the camera work because I just thought I didn't like prepping. I didn't like being in front of the camera. It gives me somewhat of social anxiety. It's also something I enjoy doing, but I also thought, why not incorporate barbering into it as well? So the reason for Jackblends becoming a channel instead of like that channel that I had in lockdown was to showcase it's more than just a haircut. I want to showcase not just a haircut, but I want to showcase an experience because that's what I believe that I'm good at. Like, I think there's a lot of other barbers that are better than me in like technique and fading and stuff, but just to give an experience is what I think why people come back to me. Show a bit of my personality. I want to show people that the man behind the clippers type of thing. It's also to attract clients. Essentially, it was to attract clients.
Yeah, I think what you're doing is something that I personally haven't seen in Cape Town much of, if any, is barbers actually not just promoting their haircut, but promoting themselves. I think that's the difference between you and like other barbers I've seen. It's like, instead of selling a product, you're selling an experience. Because whenever I come sit in this chair, I don't just come here, get a haircut and leave. I leave with more than just a haircut. I leave with some, either whether it be advice, some laughs, it's quite important. And it's something that you're doing really, really well. And I think that just comes naturally with your personality. So I'm excited to see what else you have in the future for us. Do you want to give us any sneak peeks?
I want to do bigger things. I want to showcase that barbering is a career. What's that movie called? Barbershop.
Is that the one?
With Ice Cube in.
Yes.
So when I saw that, I thought of this. It's conversation, it's experience, I'm never going to go to another dude because the barbershop becomes a vibe, and I feel like I can showcase that because that's what every client tells us. We've got clients that will book the same slot every single time. Now they network.
It's basically you building a community.
Exactly.
That's the thing. A guy walks out of a barbershop, their confidence is on a high.
It's scary.
But
thing.
if you add like a good conversation, a good experience, your confidence is not just going to be on high, but like your happiness levels, everything will just be on high. So like building that community and that environment where guys can come to, can get a good experience, they can have a good laugh, get away from like reality, and then walk out of here with all of that and a fresh haircut. So yeah, I think it's a good concept that you're building and you're working towards.
And hopefully we can inspire other people to do that, because I don't want to just keep everything for us. I want the industry in Cape Town, in South Africa, to grow as well, because you win cars in Europe, bruh. You win a car in a barber competition, not just clippers. You win a car, an Audi. And I want to uplift the industry. Whether or not it's going to work, I don't know. I'm going to try it, but that's the whole reason for this.
No harm in trying.
Yeah.
And I mean, if you're enjoying it at the same time, it's like, even if it doesn't work, you still had a good time.
And that is the end of the interview. If you did enjoy this video, please do give it a like. Comment if you liked it. Comment what you liked about the video, what you didn't like, where we can improve on. And yeah, I need to get more comfortable speaking to the camera again. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Probably. Yeah. Bye.